Hello, teacher. My name is Tiến Đạt, and I come from Group PMP. Today, we will present the Gemadept financial and non-financial assessment. Next, this is the agenda of my team presentation, and I will share with you the industry overview. This is the same with the introduction. Vietnam's pork and logistics industry is growing quickly. This growth is driven by strong international trade, the mature infrastructure investment, and the global supply chain signal is the Chinese Plus One strategy. Those factors create many opportunities for logistics companies in Vietnam. However, competition in industry is very high. Japanese competes directly with Haiang, Vincomsit, and several foreign investors deep water ports such as CMIT, SSIT, and SBBSA. Thus, international joint venture port open have advanced facility and glass scale capacity, which increase the pressure on local layer. Gemadept remains one of the most important companies in sector. The company owns 6 port and ICD cluster with a total handling capacity of 4.1 million TEU per year. This makes Gemadept a key player in Vietnam national supply chain, supporting both domestic and international trade flow. Next, I will share with you the financial assessment.
So in the first half of the 2025, Gemadept recording 200 2,774 billion in the revenue, with an increase of the 28.6% compared to the last year. Profits reached VND reached 1,109 billion, showing that the company continued to operate efficiently. The company also generates over 1,000 billion in operating cash flow. The strong cash flow allows Gemadept to fund its expansion project by itself without the rely too much on the debt. However, this is a financial strength. However, with the ROIC and ROE show strong fluctuation. This is mainly because of the company in the long investment cycle from the new parts project, and this is also facing the higher financial cost. Profit margins also under pressure due to the strong competition, higher capital costs, and because of some of the company income come from the non-recurring financial gains. For the ROIC, the ratio increased strongly from 8.8% from 2021 to 21.7% in 2023, thanks to good performance and position in part of the past investment. In 2024, ROIC dropped to the 6%, mainly because of the high investment spending and slowdown in the global trade. By the third quarter of the 2025, ROIC recovered to 14.7% as a new port project started to create value. With the ROE, for ROE, the highest level were 26% in 2023, but it fell to 6% in quarter 3 2024. This happened because of the company had to invest the largest amounts of the equity into the long-term project. In 2025, ROE started to recover slowly, so showing that the return equity in improving again. Overall, whole ROIC ROE reflects the nature of the port or logistic industry, where the heavy investments cause custom drop because but create strong long-term benefits. So next part is the quarter five force and SWOT. I will invite Quang Ca.
Now I will present the 5 forces analysis for Gemadept. First, competitive rivalry is high. Competition is strong in both Gemadept, Thị area and the Haiphong port cluster. Competitors are investing heavily in automation and best productivity, which creates pressure on pricing and operating efficiency. Second, the threat of new entrants is low. Building and operating a port requires extremely high capital, government planning, approval, and complex procedures. These factors create strong entry barriers. Third, the threat of substitutes is low. For international container transportation, there is no real substitute for seaport operations. No substitution risk is minimal. Fourth, buyer power is high. Major shipping lines such as Maersk, CMA, CGM, and Hapag-Lloyd have strong bargaining power. They can easily switch between ports, which puts pressure on port operators to keep prices competitive. And finally, supplier power is low to medium. Some key equipment like K cranes and RTGS comes from only a few specialized manufacturers. This gives suppliers a moderate level of influence on pricing and lead times. First, let's move on to the SWOT analysis. First, the strengths. Gemadept owns a strategic portfolio of port and logistics assets, which generates stable cash flows. The company also holds strong market share in Vietnam's major economic hubs. In addition, the port industry has a very high entry barriers, which helps Gemadept maintain long-term competitive advantages. Second, the weaknesses. Return on ROE and ROIC fluctuates because the company flows long investment cycles for port development. And Gemadept also has relatively high financial leverage. And like most port operators, it depends heavily on global trade flows. Third, the opportunities. Vietnam continues to receive strong FID inflows thanks to China trend. The government is investing in the national infrastructure upgrades. Logistics and e-commerce demand is growing fast, creating a new business opportunity for Gemadept. Finally, the threats. The global trade instability can reduce cargo volume. Competition from foreign invested ports is becoming more intense. There are also risks related to regulatory changes and national port planning adjustments.
Next, and now I will present the Gemadept non-financial performance through the ESG framework, starting with the environmental aspect. In the 2024, Gemadept strengthened its sustainability management through the adoption of ISO 14064 for that one for greenhouse gas inventory, verified independently by BSI. This intended transparency and supports compliance with emerging green finance requirements. The companies also optimized the 31,389 megawatt hour of electricity consumptions and accelerated si- the shift from the diesel equipment to electric assets, reducing emissions and operating costs. In addition, Gemadept maintained a compliance wastewater and waste treatment system with over 73,000 cubic meters of water properly managed during the years. Moving to the social components. Gemadept employed 1,544 full-time employees as more than 100 outsourced workers, ensuring the workforce stability for its nationwide port logistics network. In the 2024, 100% of employees received training and performance evaluations, while promotions were conducted transparency to reinforce merit-based culture. Based on the internal development, the company actively engaged in community activities such as Gemadept Run 2024 and educational support program, strengthening its social license to the operate. Finally, in terms of governance, Gemadept maintained a robust oversight structure, including the board of director, internal audits, and risk management departments. The company ensures strict regulatory compliance, contributing 443 billion Vietnam dong in taxes, while its information disclosure align with GRI standards. Policy on the contestation bonus and ESPP are implemented consistently to enhance the transparency and tolerance retentions. And the next presentations I will invite in there.
Hello everyone, it's me. Yeah. The Gemadept shows strong the financial resilience. The company continue to deliver stable revenue growth, strong operating cash flow, and the benefit from the well-diversified port and logistic ecosystem. However, ROE and ROICs have fluctuated over time. This is mainly because Gemadept is a class and a long investment cycle for the new port development. Even so, the long-term value of those assets is increasing, and the company's competitive position keep improving. From a non-financial perspective, Gemadept ESG performance also strengthened its governance, risk management, and capability of its workforce. And next, the company still faces several challenges, including rising competition from the foreign investors, deep water port, stronger bargaining power from customer, and ongoing volatility in the global trade. But there are also important opportunities, such as Vietnam's logistic infrastructure upgrade, strong FDI inflow, and global supply chain diversification into Vietnam. To move the forward, Gemadept should focus on three strategic priorities. First, improving capital allocation to stabilize return. The next is the enhanced cost efficiency and digitalization to rotate the machines. And final is the expanding the higher value logistics service to diversify its revenue basis. And my team presentation about the Gemadept is and thanks for listening.
Thank you, teacher.